Here we are going to discuss about teaching styles used in modern and ancient times. First one is formal authority. This is mainly teacher-centered teaching method which we normally follow in ancient times or even recent times. Some of the institutions or educational institutions do have this style of teaching, formal and authority. In that, it focuses teachers as a primary source of knowledge. The characteristics will be very structured, rule-based, and emphasizes on content delivery only. The strengths are going to be ensures the clarity, discipline, and standardized learning. The limitations are may reduce students' creativity and independence. So this is still to be considered as old style of teaching. Next one is demonstrator or personal method. In this method, teacher shows the skill and students imitate. Mainly these are demonstrations which are done in the clinical areas where the students need to identify and understand the procedures which is going to do it with the patients. The characteristics would be demonstration, coaching or guided practice. Most of the demonstrations in hospital areas done under this kind of teaching or teaching style. The strength is going to be very effective for skill-based learning like nursing procedures. So this is mostly used in nursing for teaching nursing students their hospital procedures many of the time. The limitations is it can be time consuming, less flexible for a larger group, which is very obvious that it can be time consuming and it will be difficult for teaching all the larger groups. A smaller group will be very, very effective for learning this kind of teaching style. Third one is going to be facilitator. This is going to be a student-centered teaching style. In this, the focus would be encouraging active learning and collaboration with the students. Here the students are involved very much, unlike the previous ones. The next one, the character is going to be group discussions, problem solving and peer learning. So here the groups are encouraged to have discussions about a specific or a random topics where they can share their knowledge by doing a peer learning, and peer learning expresses very well with the students about their knowledge sharing, and the problem solving ideas is been given to students how to solve the problems, and in a group it will be very easy for them to identify the problem and solving solutions. The strengths are going to be it builds critical thinking and communication and teamwork. Obviously it's going to build the critical thinking among the students, and the communication will be excellent because of group discussion and peer learning, because there will be no bias. And next one is going to be teamwork. When it's a group discussion, it has to be a group, so the teamwork must work, otherwise it will not work. So the team has to function very effectively to identify a problem and solve the problem. The limitation is requires motivation from learners, may lack structure. Most of the time the motivation factor is going to be a biggest problem. That will be the problem for the teaching style, where the teacher will be expected to motivate the student all the time, and it may lack structure because of the nature of the teaching. It will lack structure. So it is up to the teacher to make sure that it forms into a structure and creates the necessary learning experience for the students. The next one is going to be the learner autonomy, that is delegator. Who is the delegator? The teacher is going to delegate the specific topic or the topics to the students. Students will take responsibility for their own learning. So when it is being delegated to them, it is up to the students to motivate themselves to go and learn about the specific given topic. Characteristics is going to be independent projects, group work, peer evaluation. So here it helps with independent projects and group work and peer evaluation. Strength is going to be promote independence and leadership and creativity among the students. The limitation is risk of uneven participation requires strong self-discipline, which is very paramount in any learning experiences. Thank you.